Okay, so I did my nails last night, but I wanted an extra coat on the pink because I wanted it a little bit darker, and I wanted to show you how quick and easy this really is. So I did do a little bit of filing because I just wanted to file off the top coat that I put on last night. Otherwise I won't be able to prime my nail and prep it for another layer. So if you were doing your nails fresh, you'd want to file them and buff them to get them prepared anyway. So, but again, I did most of that already. And I apologize, I'm not used to doing this being recorded, so I don't have quite the same angles I'm used to. Okay, so then you just want to take your nail primer. Cover your nail this way, this way. The powder can stick to it. And again, normally if you're doing all 10 nails, by the time you start and go all the way around on both hands and come back, it's dry. So this video is going to be just a little bit longer while we wait for everything to dry in between. But again, I just really wanted to show you how easy this is. It's not that hard. When you put your, here's my pink that I'm doing another layer of. They're all numbered: primer, base coat, activator, top coat. This is pretty dry. So now we're going to put a base coat on. You don't want to put a lot on at all, otherwise you're going to get chunky, runny nails. So you get the excess off and only paint your nail where you want the powder to go. You got to be really careful. You don't want to get on your cuticle and you don't want to get on your skin, and you want to make sure to get your sides. And then you just dip it in and then tap off the excess, and that is it. Now again, I already had 2 coats on, so if I were doing this fresh, I would want to go 2 or 3 more. I prefer 3 because I like my colors a little bit darker and I like a little bit thicker nail. But again, I only need to do 1 because I already have 2 on this one. So we're gonna let that dry for a second. And then you can have a brush and then kind of just take off the excess. Then you just want to put some activator on it. And that hardens your powder. So again, you just kind of want to put that on where you did your And I find for me, the hardest part is taking my time to make sure you get your edges. And that's where, like I said, this angle is a little bit hard for me because the tripod is in the way. But if you kind of just take your time and paint down the middle and then make sure you're going to the edges but not on your skin. So that's hardening. And again, if you were doing all 10 nails and then coming back, this would be harder. It wouldn't take as long because you'd be doing it all in one consecutive step. So I'm just gonna wait for this to dry a little bit. And that's pretty dry. So then this is when you do any last minute filing. Make sure that if you did get something on your skin or on the edges, you kind of clean that up, shape it, and then buff it. If you did get any imperfections or dust on it, and now I'm supposed to have a alcohol wipe or a cotton wipe, but I forgot to grab that. So I am just going to wipe that down. And then all you do is put your top coat on. And voila, this will be dry in about 15 to 30 seconds. So you just wait. And again, you got any on your edges there? It really is really easy, and soaking them off is really easy. You can use just a regular gritty nail file and then just do it manually. I did splurge and went to Amazon and paid $20 and got one of the little electric ones so that I could just file them down quicker. I don't know, it just helps. But you don't want to file off till you get to your nail. Just file off like the first top coat and first layer of powder, and then you just soak your cotton tips or cotton balls into pure acetone, and then you can either wrap them in tin foil or use the little finger clips, and 15 minutes they wipe right off. I mean, like literally just wipe right off. That is dry. So now I will go and put some cuticle oil on this, clean up my fingers a little bit so I get that powder out of my crevices there. But that's dry. That is all there is to it. Easy.